Hello everyone, welcome to Organolysis. So this is our rearrangement reaction part 10, and in this video we are going to solve some questions regarding this Claisen rearrangement or others 3-3 sigmatropic rearrangements, right? Okay, in the previous video we have discussed the basic things of this rearrangement reaction, that is the Claisen, Cope, Oxycope, anionic Oxycope, azacope, right? So in this video we have to do some important examples and previous year questions which have come in CSIR NET or GATE and the recent years also, right? So let's start the video. And first thing I have to introduce one more rearrangement reaction, and that is basically called Johnson-Claisen rearrangement, right? Now this Johnson-Claisen rearrangement is one of the most important rearrangement, and questions frequently come from this topic, right? Now see what is the first basic rearrangement, and see first the reagent which is used in this rearrangement reaction, and what type of product is formed in this during this reaction, right? So first see that compound that you have given, that is one kind of allylic alcohol, and the reagent that is given to you, that is MECOET whole 3, that is called triethyl octoformate, and in presence of some propionic acid, and heat is given to that medium, and you are getting this kind of product. Now how this kind of product is generally formed, see that. Now we can write this structure in this way. So in presence in the acidic medium you have the H plus, so oxygen has a lone pair, it takes a proton from here. So generally if it takes a proton from here, so it will get protonated, so ETOH plus, and one OET push back its electron pair, and this ETOH will leave from the system as the ethanol, right? So ethanol will leave from the system. Now you have this kind of derivative after this elimination of ethanol, and this oxygen, now you have the given substrate, that is allylic alcohol. You have given now the most important thing is that the stereochemistry is given to you, that is in above the plane, right? That is in beta bond. Now if this oxygen has a lone pair, so it will directly attack to this center. Now it is basically a electrophilic center, so that it will attack over here, and these bonds go back to this OET center. Now you are getting this kind of intermediate. Now after that you have given in the medium you have the H plus, so oxygen takes a proton from the source, and it is getting positive charge over this oxygen atom, right? Now you have this kind of H plus now in the medium, so you are getting this kind of derivative. So after that this oxygen has a lone pair, it will push back and it will leave from the system as the ethanol. So 1 mole ethanol will remove from the system, right? Now see that in this Me, now we can write in this way, that is CH2 bond H. So you can see that oxygen is positively charged, so it will try to get back its neutralization. So these bonds go over here, and it will go back to here to neutralize the system, right? Now if you see that kind of intermediate that is formed after this removal of this H plus, now you can see that there is a possibility of 3-3 sigmatropic rearrangement. And how this is possible, you can see that if you are numbering from here, that is 1, 2 and 3, and if you are numbering from 1, 2 and 3, now you can easily say that there is a possibility of 3-3 sigmatropic. How? That is, this double bonds go over here, these bonds go here, and these bonds go over here. So there is a formation of this 3-3 bond, and there is a bond between double bond formation between 1 and 2. So that is how you can get this kind of product, right? Now the important thing is that if the oxygen is in the above the plane, then after the product formation, the CH2 will also attack from the above the plane, right? So this is the important step, and this is basically called the Johnson-Claisen rearrangement, right? So this is called Johnson-Claisen rearrangement. So this is important. This is the overall mechanism. So this is very much stereo specific, and that is how you can get this kind of product, right? So now the next is the question which came in December 2000, the CSIR NET December 2013. Now you can see that you have given the substrate, and you have the question says that you have given this to reagent, that is not reagent, it is basically heat, the substrate and the product and the heat is given to you. This overall sequence is given to you. You have to say that which kind of rearrangement reaction is takes place. It is either 2,3 sigmatropic, it is either 3,3 sigmatropic. It have to, this can have to answer in the question. But you can see that this is your 3,3 sigmatropic. And how this is 3,3 sigmatropic? See that if you numbering from the okay, so the first thing is that you have to numbering from the compound is very much important. So the numbering of the compound is very much important. So you have to numbering in the specific way. That is, you have, this is your 1, 2 and 3, and you can see that is your 1, 2 and 3. Now you can easily say that these bonds go over here, this will go, okay, sorry, these bonds directly attack over here and these bonds go over here, right? So that is how you can get, and these bonds go over here. Okay, so this is your 3,3 bond is formation over here, these bonds go here and these bonds breaks over here, right? So this is your basically the 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement, and that is how you can get this intermediate. Okay, now see that you can write in this way, so you are getting this kind of structure. So this is basically our 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. So that is, you have to say in the answer. The question is came in CSIR NET December 2013. Now the next question is June 2015, right? Now the question says that you have given this compound in the presence of KH and TH, and you have to predict A and then you have to predict B. So this is basically unknown to you, that is, you can easily predict from this structure, that is your Wittig reaction, right? Now see the structure that you have given, you can see we already discussed that if you have this OH over here and the base is present on the medium, that this is basically called anionic Oxy-Cope rearrangement, right? So this is basically anionic Oxy-Cope rearrangement. So we all know that this OH KH is it takes a proton from here. So you are getting this O minus over here. Now if you hit this compound, then we all know that there is a possibility of 3,3 sigmatropic, and this 3,3 sigmatropic system basically undergoes the chair-like transition state. So you are getting this chair-like transition state. How this is formed? This is basically in this way. So now see, you have the trans over here. So if it is in beta bond, so it will go above to the in the equatorial form, that is your above the plane. And if you have the beta bond, this alpha bond, then you are getting this methyl over here in the equatorial position. So this is your basically trans to each other. Now after the rearrangement, you are getting this product, and after the tautomerization, it takes a proton from here and it will get OH, and after the tautomerization, you are getting this aldehyde. See, you are getting this aldehyde. Now you can write in this way the structure. You can write, that is, these two are in both are in equatorial position. So if this 1,2 position is in equatorial, so that means it is both are trans to each other. So that is why you are getting this trans product. And now the question is that the answer that you have given to you, that is in this form. So you have to rearrange this methyl group, and you have to methyl group is in the above the plane, right? So that is how you can get this product. Now how you can change, that is methyl from here to here, you can easily change, that is you can easily find out the RS of both the system, that is in this position and this position. If you find out the RS, and you have to maintain this RS over here also. So that is how you can get. And the next thing is the Wittig. This is very much basic, and we all know that stabilized halide give the E alkane and unstabilized halide give Z alkane. So this is basically your this n-butyl, the lithium is generally takes a proton from here, and you are getting this negative charge, and you can see that this is very much unstable. So that is why you are getting this E alkene over here. Okay, so that is how you can get this product. This is your final product. This is your B, and this is your A. Now the next question is that is given to you, this one. Okay, so the question says that you have to predict the final product, and the question came in December 2015, and the question directly takes from the Caruthers. Okay, so the question directly takes from the Caruthers book. Now how you can proceed this, follow this reaction, that if you have see this in this type of structure very much carefully, then you can find that you can write this structure in this way. And how this is so, just because of we all know that OH is given, KH is given, so KH is generally takes a proton from here, and it is also the anionic Oxy-Cope rearrangement. So that is how we can get this. You can think that this you can write the structure in this way. So if you write this structure in this way, you can see that there is a possibility of 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement, because heat is given to you, and this kind of structure that you can find over there is a formation of chair-like transition state, right? So this reaction, this KH is takes a proton form here. You are getting this O minus, and after that this basic reaction, that is 3,3 sigma tropic, and you are getting this intermediate. So that you can see that there is a bond formation between these 3,3. That is how it is 3,3 1 2 and 3. This is 2 3 1, right? So this is your 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement. You are getting this bond over 3,3 center, and after this takes place of O minus takes a proton, and you are getting, and after the tautomerization you are getting this ketone over here. Now the question is given that there is answer which is given to you that is not in the form. You have given this kind of structure, and how you can convert from this one to this one, it is basically that you can see that this methyl is in equatorial position. So if it is in equatorial position, that means that it is in beta bond, so it has to be in beta bond. And if the methyl group is given to you, that is in equatorial also. So if it is in equatorial, that means it is in alpha bond, so it is in alpha bond. Now what is the alpha beta concept? So alpha beta concept basically in the wedge form, sorry, this is a dash form, and the beta is basically the wedge form, right? So this is basically alpha beta concept. And how you can easily predict the answer. This is question directly from the Caruthers. Now the next question is that this one. Okay, so question is given to you, that is the question came from the GATE 2014, and the question is given to you that you have given this reaction sequence. You have to predict that either this reaction follows the ketene, carbene, and it is in either it is in 2,3 or 3,3 sigma tropic. Okay, so the both things you have to predict in the answer. Now how we can proceed for this reaction? If you see that N2 is given like this way, and if you have this PHCO2Ag or any kind of rhodium salt or any kind of copper salt, then you have to know that you have to identify that this reaction follows the carbene pathway. And basically in this, for this reaction, this carbene is not isolated, so that is why we have to write in this way, that is in third bracket. And this carbene generally undergoes basically the Wolff rearrangement. Okay, we already made a video on Wolff rearrangement, so you can find over here that what is the Wolff rearrangement and Arndt-Estro reaction, right? So this undergoes over here in this way. So this is basically the Wolff rearrangement, and after this Wolff rearrangement, this is your main intermediate, right? So this is your main intermediate. So you have in the options that both are given, that is carbene also given, and this ketene is also given. So you have to keep in your mind this carbene is not isolated. It generally readily it's rearranged to this ketene one. So ketene is your main intermediate. Then how to do this kind of rearrangement after the how do you get this kind of product? So see that this is your 1, this is your 1, this is your 2 and 3, and this is your 1 2 and 3. There is a bond breaking between 1 and 1, and there is a bond formation between this 3 and 3. So that is how you can get this way, right? So this is your basically 3,3 sigma tropic. Now see how the important question is that you have to predict first the intermediate, and you have to predict the structures also. Then what kind of mechanism is basically followed. So this is your overall mechanism for this reaction, and that is how you can get this product. The next question is that you have given this is not come in any kind of examination, but it may come in any kind of examination, that is competitive CSI, NET or GATE, like that. Now the question I'm taking from the question that is from Caruthers, right? So the Caruthers book. Then this is very much important, and why I'm taking this question is because this is you can see this kind of ester is given, orthoformate like derivative, and this propionic acid is also given. Then you can find that this is generally follows this Johnson-Claisen rearrangement, and the important thing is that this reaction is not follow the chair-like transition state, it will follow the boat-like transition state. So that is why this reaction sequence is important. And how this reaction proceeds, see that this oxygen lone pair, it takes a proton, it will form the ETOH plus, and this oxygen pushes its electron and it will remove from the system. That is how you can get this product. And after that you have given this allylic alcohol, this OH is in back the side. So we have to know, and we all know that if this is in below the plane or in the alpha bond, and after the formation or after the rearrangement, here will be the bond, the bond where for their formation over here, it will also in the below the plane. Now see the mechanism, it will attack over here, it will go over here, so that you are getting this kind of intermediate. So this kind of intermediate, now we have the in the reaction medium, that is we can break in this way. Sorry, this is EtCO2H, you can break in this way, EtCOO minus and H plus, right? So it takes a proton from here, these bonds go over here, and this OET will leave from the system. Okay, so that is how you are getting this kind of double bond over here. Now you can easily find out that this is your 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement. There is a bond breaking between 1 and 1, and the bond formation between 3 and 3, and how it is formed, see that mechanism this way. So this is basically 3,3 sigma tropic, and this is your boat-like transition state, right? So this is basically identified and isolated, so that is why it is important, that is boat-like transition state. And you can see that this is your overall final product, and that is, you can find that this OH is in the below the plane. So if the OH is in below the plane, that is this methyl group should be in above the plane, and that is why you can, that is how you can find the final answer. Okay, so this is very much important. Now the next question is that you have given this kind of structure. Maybe this question came in kind of CSIR exam, but I didn't remember the exact year, so I didn't write that. So okay, so see first the structure, that is you have given this kind of compound, you have the aldehyde. Now you all know in presence of this secondary amine and this aldehyde, we have getting the imine intermediate. So you have the imine intermediate, how this is formed, this lone pair directly attack over here, that is C double bond O H, it will attack over here, this bond will go over here, and that is how after this removal of water you are getting this imine derivative. So this is your imine. Now there is a bond, there is a chance between in these two, there is a formation of the this bond. That how this bond is formed, that is this bonds go over here, this will go over here, this will go over here. Okay, so this is a one kind of 3,3 sigma tropic reaction. How this is formed, sorry, this is 3, 2 and 1, 1, 2 and 3. So this is basically one kind of 3,3 sigma tropic reaction, and that is how you are getting this intermediate. Now how this ring cyclization is takes place, see, these bonds go over here and it will attack over here, so this is plus, and now it will neutralize, and that is how you are getting this final product. So this is very much important, right? And maybe the question is came in CSIR exam, but I didn't remember. And the last and final question is that there is a question came in GATE 2020, and I think I'll make a separate video of organic chemistry and the GATE 2020 solution. Okay, so keep wait for that. And this question this question is directly came from the Caruthers, and I am taking this question in this video particularly because of this is follow the 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement. I think that is why I am taking this question, and the question is directly taken from Caruthers, and it's a very recent year question, this GATE 2020, as you can see. Now see the mechanism. So this will attack over here with a basic, they have given this Li, so it's, you know that there is a attack over here, so you are getting this kind of intermediate. Now you have the given the KH, so we all know the KH takes a proton from here, it will be O minus, and they have given this 1, 2, 3, and you can write 1, 2, 3. Now there is a this kind of 3,3 sigma tropic. So this is 3,3 sigma tropic, and you are getting this final product like this. So it takes a proton from here, and after the tautomerization you are getting this double bond over here. So this question is so simple, and the questions came for maybe I think it's for 1 marks. Okay, so that is up to this all the rearrangement, this 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement. I think I covered all the topics and the previous year's questions also, and that's it for this video. And if you find this video useful, share it with your friends, and if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section, and I can answer it all those questions. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching.